Now, I didn't know you were under the weather for this interview.
Yes, I mean, that's why I sound like I have a frog in my throat, and my nose is kind of like stuffy. But I mean, it's like I'm at the end of it, so I sound crazy. Forgive me, y'all.
Surprised you didn't schedule this interview kind of a little bit later in the week.
Oh no, baby, she never backs down. I don't back down unless I absolutely have to, which is very, very rare. But what you are witnessing is Superwoman. Okay.
Now, speaking of the common cold,
Yes.
and it's November, I've read that more colds happen during the cold season, which is early fall to late winter. So you catching a cold now is not surprising.
Right.
When you do catch the common cold, though, and you feel those symptoms about to come, do you try to nip it in the bud then and there, or are you the type of person that just lets it ride and fixes it or tries to help yourself later?
That is so funny. Whew. You know what? I may let it ride sometimes. Yeah, I let it ride. I don't know. I guess because sometimes I think that I'm not going to get sick. Like, maybe this is just the way that I feel, and it'll be over with by tomorrow. You know how they say, you got those, the 24-hour bug or something like that. So in my head, I'm like, nah, it can't get any worse than this. I'm already sneezing, my runny nose. All I got to keep doing is draining my nose and maybe drinking some tea, and I'll be good. And then, boom, it hits my ass the next day. So, yeah, I'm going to start taking, like, precaution. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm going to start, like, taking medicine and doing the ginger thing. I heard ginger, honey, and lemon is really, really good. So, yeah, I'm going to start, though.
I mean, you're 26 now. Don't you think you'd have this figured out by now?
See, I mean, I'm just now figuring out everything. And I'm a mom, too, so, which is the crazy part. But, I mean, yeah, you learn something new every day.
So, yeah, I was curious as what your remedy is when you do have to fight off the common cold.
Yeah, well, for me, I don't think I take good care of myself when it comes to things like this. But if it's like my babies, I'm like, oh, no, okay. We're going to wrap this throat up. You guys are going to get some tea. You're going to get some honey. Whatever you guys need. Like, I hate when my girls are sick. I absolutely hate it. Because children, even though my girls are, they're very intelligent and they know how to, say what's wrong with them. It's just hard to see children suffer. That's just how I am. So I'm like, no, I don't want them going through this. Even if they're playing, like the doctor would tell me if they get a fever, if they're running and they're playing, they're perfectly fine. Just let the fever run its course. I hate it, because I know how a fever makes me feel. The body aches, all of that shit. I'm like, no. So I try to give them medicine, but they actually say it's okay, for them to have a fever. Just as long as they're running and playing around and nothing changes, then they're good. But for me, I don't really take good care of myself. Now, I hear, like, remedies. I hear about a lot of remedies, like standing in the bathroom while the shower is running, to open up your nasal passages, and ginger and honey and lemon and all of that. But I'm hard-headed.
Ever canceled a show, or do you perform when you have a cold?
I perform. The last time I performed and I was really sick was back in 2014 when I did S.O.Bs in New York. I was sick as shit. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I just didn't feel good. Like, my body was aching. I felt like every move that I made, I was going under. And then if you're a dancer too, so you're dancing, you're singing, you're dancing. And then if you're rehearsing, you're sweating. So all of this is happening before the show, which is not really helping you. I feel like it makes you feel even worse. But something just clicks inside of me when I'm about to go on stage, and I'm like, okay, here we go. And then as soon as I step foot on stage, it just kind of goes away, and I don't even, feel sick until I get off. And I feel crazy.
Now, my question to you is, why let fans see not the 100% Tiffany and reschedule or do another performance at another time when you can be 100% and they get 100% of you?
Because
versus fulfilling the date or the event, or
I will say that it's best to take care of yourself, right? You have to take care of yourself. But because I am a realist, life isn't perfect. So there's no way that they're going to see me 100% every single time. And I'm just one of those people, like, that's just how I view life. I mean, nothing in life is perfect. They're not going to see me. Even when they think they're seeing me 100%, something is going on, I may have forgotten the words, but, my recovery is just good. I may miss a dance move, but you'll never know, and I really don't, I'm not going to say I don't care. I do care about people seeing, like, the best, but I just know that, life isn't perfect. So you're going to have days where you're shitty. You're going to have days where you're feeling shitty. You're going to have days where, nothing is going right. And I think it's important for people to have balance.
Now, okay, you're feeling terrible, not look the best.
Yeah.
A fan still wants to take a picture, though. Do you take a picture with that fan, or, hey, we got to do this another time type of thing?
Oh, I look a mess too?
Maybe.
All right. Well, if I look a mess, then sometimes I might say no. So we go back to balance. And then again, who fucking cares? I mean, they may never see you again. Now, that doesn't mean I want you to get a bad picture. That doesn't mean I want you to get a bad picture. But those are the type of things that I think about in the back of my head. Like, they may never see me again. I know I look crazy right now. Let me just take the picture so they can say they took the picture. And then sometimes I'm just like, no. And that's that. And some people respect it, and then some people think you're an asshole. But I'm really not that. I always let people down easy. But you can't please everybody, so you know how it goes.
Any advice? Somebody just, they're getting the symptoms of a cold, or they're fighting it right now. Anything you would tell them?
Don't be like me, okay? If you notice that, you're beginning to feel a little crazy and your body is aching and you have some symptoms of the flu or a common cold, do what you need to do to take care of that and nip it in the bud. Because the sooner you catch it, the sooner you can kind of like take care of it.